Are the back to school transitions already keeping you up at night? If your child has ADHD or sensory processing disorder or anxiety, you might be bracing yourself for the same struggles all over again. The calls from the school, the meltdowns over homework, the heartbreaking frustration of watching your bright, creative kid shut down in an environment that just doesn't get how their brain works. If that's you, you are not alone and you're not out of options. We're going to get real for a second. In just 6 years, ADHD diagnosis has jumped by over 1 million to nearly 1 in 6 children now experience sensory processing challenges. And yet providers are still using the same outdated tools that only try to manage the signs instead of uncovering what's actually creating them. But what if the real problem is not simply your child's behavior, it's their nervous system dysregulation? This video is for overwhelmed parents of children that struggle with ADHD, sensory processing, or anxiety who are ready to ditch these quick fixes and uncover the real root cause of your child's struggle through a natural, neurologically focus that is drug-free. So let's go through a story of Amelia. She came to our office in middle school, completely overwhelmed by sensory input, sounds, clothing, crowded hallways. It all felt too much and too fast. Every day at school became a battle against her environment. So what was really happening in Amelia's nervous system? It was flooded, stuck in sympathetic fight or flight mode, unable to regulate or reset. With gentle neurologically focused adjustments, we helped her body finally calm that internal storm. Today, she's managing her anxiety and at a 3 or a 4 instead of an 8 or a 9 on a scale. And she's even thinking about becoming a chiropractor herself one day. And here's the beautiful thing. Amelia's story isn't rare. We're going to get into this root cause of how it's not just behavior. Children with ADHD, sensory processing, and anxiety almost always show signs of nervous system dysregulation, meaning that their brains are stuck in high alert mode, fight or flight. They're constantly scanning. This imbalance makes it incredibly difficult for them to sit still, focus, transition between tasks, or handle emotional stress. And often it starts with what we refer to as the perfect storm: perinatal stress, birth trauma, or early developmental stresses that create tension and dysfunction within their nervous system from the very beginning. Sleep, the non-negotiable foundation. Sleep is when the brain processes the day. It stores new information and it recharges. And most kids with ADHD or sensory processing are not getting the deep restorative sleep their brains desperately need. Gradually shifting bedtime, setting calming nighttime routines and intentions, and creating a dark, cool environment that's device-free can massively impact school days and focus and mood. So go ahead and start that. Structure that smooths the nervous system. Kids with sensory or focus challenges thrive on predictability and visual structure. Try creating a command center for school essentials, color-coded charts, and simple morning checklists. This isn't just about being organized, it's about reducing cognitive load on an already overstimulated brain. So less chaos equals more capacity to regulate, connect, and grow. The movement that activates the mind. According to the Harvard researcher, Dr. John Rattley, exercise is one of the most powerful ways to support kids with ADHD. A quick walk, trampoline time, or bike ride before school can prime the brain to learn by activating the parasympathetic system and calming the internal stress. And here's the best part of this kind of movement. It doesn't require hours at the gym. It's about intentional, consistent bursts of activity that shifts the brain into a more focused, calm, and adaptive state. The next is going to be the missing piece, which is your nervous system focused chiropractic care. This is where everything changes. Neurologically focused chiropractic care isn't about cracking bones. It's about restoring the balance between the two parts of your child's nervous system. And through insight scans, we're actually able to measure how much stress is stuck on your child's nervous system. where that stress is located, and how it's affecting regulation, learning, focus, sleep, and behavior. Then through very gentle, precise adjustments, we can help activate their nervous system to become into proper regulation, which is going to help you actually see better things from digestion, emotional regulation. This isn't just a band-aid, it's a foundational level of healing that starts with the nervous system beginning to regulate. When you see that happen, sleep, structure, learning, and behavior are also going to get better. Back to school does not have to mean back to stress. Click the link in our bio for your family to learn more about what this perfect storm is, and that way we can send you a recording of one of our perfect storm webinars so that your family can get deeper connected to what this storm is and how to help integrate tools to help your child thrive this school year. We look forward to serving your family at Cultivate.